The news out of Myanmar is bleak as the death toll has risen to more than 1,700 people after an earthquake struck the region on Friday. Here, family members watching as first responders dig through the aftermath in Bangkok, Thailand, early Monday morning. Aid groups have struggled to give assistance with communications down and collapsed infrastructure, making it hard to reach both countries. International correspondent Laura Westbrook is in Thailand this morning for us at the scene of a building that collapsed. Good morning to you, Laura. What is happening with search and rescue this morning?
Well, the search and rescue operation is very much continuing here in Bangkok to try to find those who are trapped underneath that mountain of rubble there. That is all that remains of a more than 30-story building that collapsed on Friday after Friday's earthquake. Now, we are now past that critical 72-hour window, but the deputy governor has told us that there is a lower chance of finding survivors. Nevertheless, she says they will continue their efforts, and in fact, she says they need to speed up their efforts. Now, all day there have been excavators. They've been shifting the debris out of the way to try to find those who are trapped underneath. Dozens remain trapped, and we've also there are also drones and sniffer dogs are being used to help the operation, and we've also seen U.S. military personnel moving in and out of the scene this afternoon. For the family members, though, it is very much an agonizing and exhausting wait as we head into the fourth evening. And to give you an idea of the psychological impact of this earthquake, this morning, there were fears of aftershocks here, and that prompted some people to leave their buildings. The Thai Prime Minister, Paetongtarn Shinawatra, did say that the aftershocks in Myanmar did not impact Thailand, and the cracks in buildings were there from Friday's earthquake. But that does give you an insight into the fear that still remains here, Patrick.
And Laura, we know you're in Bangkok. What about Myanmar? That seems to be a particularly grim situation now with so many hundreds confirmed dead.
Yeah, that's right. In neighboring Myanmar, the search and rescue operation does continue over there, but the situation there is much more complex and complicated. The United Nations says that critical infrastructure like bridges, roads, and communication, that's all being damaged. They said the disaster is vast, and they've also said that medical supplies are in desperate need, such as blood bags and trauma kits, and some hospitals are overwhelmed. Meanwhile, many people are also afraid of aftershocks, so they are staying out into the open and are too scared to go back into their homes. Further complicating the situation there is the ongoing conflict that has been ongoing since 2021, when the military junta seized power, ousting the democratically elected government. The United Nations has called for all humanitarian aid to be able to get to all areas, no matter who's in control. But getting the aid to those who need it, well, that is going to be another challenge that Myanmar faces.
Meanwhile, just an excruciating wait for those families as search and rescue continues now in two countries. Laura Westbrook in Thailand. We'll continue to check in with her as the search continues. Laura, thank you so much.